Dude, I need to tell you something that's gonna freak you out. Right now, as you're watching this, your brain is erasing everything you studied yesterday. Like literally deleting it. 70% of it already gone. And if you don't do what I'm about to show you, it'll all be gone by next week. I'm serious. Stay with me. Look, I was that student. You know the one. Stayed up until 3 a.m., read my notes like 50 times, walked into the exam feeling confident, and then my brain just went, nah, I got nothing for you. Complete blank. And I'm sitting there like, where did it go? I literally just studied this. But then I found out what was actually happening. And when I tell you this changed everything, okay, so your brain, it's not trying to help you pass exams. It doesn't care about school. Your brain evolved to keep you alive in the wild, right? So when you study, your brain literally looks at that information and goes, is this gonna save my life? No? Delete. And here's the part that makes me mad. It does this automatically. Every single night while you sleep, your brain is like a janitor, just throwing away information. 70% in 24 hours. Almost everything in a week. They call it the forgetting curve, and it's happening to everyone. But nobody tells you this. Why? And want to know what makes it even worse? The way they told you to study is actually making you forget faster. I'm not kidding. Reading your notes, highlighting stuff, reading it again and again, that's the worst thing you can do. Here's why. When your brain sees that information is always sitting there in your notes, it thinks, cool, I don't need to remember this because I can just look it up later. It's like having your mom's phone number saved in your phone. You don't memorize it because why would you? Your brain does the same thing with your textbook. So you're sitting there studying for hours, but you're literally training your brain to forget. Wild, right? Okay, so if everything we've been taught is wrong, what actually works? All right, here's where it gets good. First secret. Your brain needs to see information multiple times, but not just randomly. There's like a magic schedule. And when you follow it, your brain switches from, yeah, whatever, delete that, to, oh, this must be important stuff. The schedule? Listen, review it after 5 minutes, then wait 24 hours and review again. Then, 1 week later, hit it one more time. That's it. 3 quick reviews, and your brain is like, okay, if this information keeps showing up, it must be critical survival stuff, and it locks it in permanently. You just hacked your own brain. It's that simple. Wait. If you're sitting there like, holy crap, this is actually making sense, do me a favor real quick. Hit subscribe, because what I'm about to tell you next, most people will never figure this out. This next one is insane. Seriously, focus up. Here it is. Here's something crazy. You remember drama, right? Like, think about some wild thing that happened to you years ago. You remember every detail, what people said, what they wore, everything. But you can't remember what you studied yesterday? It's because your brain remembers emotions, not facts. So here's the move. Make boring information dramatic. Make it weird. Make it funny. Like, instead of mitochondria powers the cell, think there's a tiny battery factory inside every cell in your body keeping you alive right now. See? Way better. Your brain actually wants to remember that. Oh, and here's a quick one. Your brain is obsessed with connections. It loves when new stuff connects to old stuff you already know. So, when you're learning something new, always ask, what does this remind me of? Like learning how the heart works. Connect it to a water pump. Learning about photosynthesis. Connect it to cooking food. Make those connections and your brain stores it permanently instead of deleting it by morning. Okay. Those are good, but there's one technique that's so stupidly powerful, I almost didn't want to share it. Because once you know this, you'll be mad that nobody taught you earlier. You ready for this? All right, stop reading your notes. Just stop. Here's what you do instead. Study something for like 10 minutes, then close everything. No notes, no textbook, nothing. And then try to remember everything you just learned. Write it down, say it out loud, teach it to your wall. I don't care. Just pull it out of your brain without looking. And I know what you're thinking, but that's so hard. Yes, exactly. That's the point. When your brain has to fight to remember something, it's like lifting weights for your memory. You're literally forcing your brain to build stronger connections. And the stuff you can't remember, that's what you actually need to study. This one technique, I'm telling you, this is the difference between remembering 20% and remembering 90%. It feels like you unlock cheat codes. Look, I used to forget everything by exam day. Now, I remember almost everything I study, and it took 1 week of studying differently. So here's what you're going to do. Pick one of these techniques, just one. Try it tomorrow, and then come back here and comment which one you tried and what happened. Because once you see this actually work, you're going to want to tell everyone. Trust me. Now go! Your brain is deleting information right now. Fix it.